And welcome to Music Mondays. This is our podcast.
This week we've got the 1975 and their new album, A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships, otherwise known as ABIIOR.
A BAR.
A weird.
So, who are these boys, you may be asking? Or, I don't know what they identify as. Who are these people? Well, they consist of... What is wrong with me today? I'm so sorry.
Why are you talking like a robot?
I don't know, but it's 10:30 in the morning. I have been awake since 7. I am on my second coffee, and I am just out of my mind. This band consists of Maddie Healy, who does lead vocals and rhythm guitar, Adam Hann, which is lead guitar, Ross McDonald, bass, and George Daniel, drums. Those are the people, and that's all I have to say about that. I cannot get it together today. So they released their first self-titled album in 2013, and this came after 4 EPs, and that album was the one that had like Girls and Chocolate on it, which everybody knows those songs, especially Chocolate. That was the big hit, I think, from that. Yeah. That album topped the UK album charts less than a week after its release, and I think, if I remember correctly, it was 5 or 6 days after it came out. It was already a chart topper, which is cool. And then they released their second album in 2016, which is I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware. And if I got that wrong...
No, I think you got it right.
Okay, well, if I did, pretend that I got it right. That also topped the UK charts and the US Billboard Top 200 charts. And then, so that up until 2017, so they have eras, and I don't really understand this, so all you stans out there, I'm sorry. So up until 2017, that was the I Like It When You Sleep era, I guess, and 2017 to the present is considered the Music for Cars era. I don't really know what that means, but I don't need to either.
Well, you would think that it would be the era of the album that was released,
Yeah, I have.
So you would think that the I Like It When You Sleep era would have been from the release to now when they released the new one.
I mean, it might be. So if somebody knows, I'm sure somebody that watches this knows better, you can comment down below, but please be nice. I'm very fragile.
Good phone, Jake. Jake.
Yeah.
He has a Music for Cars shirt, so he absolutely understands it.
He does understand it. So they have on Spotify roughly almost 9 million monthly listeners.
That's 9.4. Went up.
It did. It's 8.9 on our sheet, but it's gone up. So 9.4 monthly listeners, literally since Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they have roughly 2.6 million followers, which is a lot. They're very popular.
They're 284th in the world.
Jeez. That's high. That's really high.
Yeah, considering how many
artists
artists there are as a whole, and then how many famous A-list artists that there are, being 284th is pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I'm last because I don't even make music.
We're probably 9,000th in the podcasting world.
Probably right above one other podcast.
You guys, we hit over 1,000 plays
we
on
did.
Anchor.
Yes.
Thanks so much for listening.
Yes. We were literally in Starbucks this morning, freaking out.
Yeah.
Because, that may not sound like a lot, but to us, it is a lot.
It is.
It is a lot.
1,000 times you guys have listened to our podcast on just Anchor.
Yeah.
We know that the people that watch on YouTube don't listen on Anchor, too.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that listen on Anchor don't listen on Spotify or SoundCloud or Apple Podcasts or any other places like that. So thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate you letting us do this. This is very fun for us and kind of cathartic in a way. Good creative outlet for us.
Yeah.
And so thanks, guys. Let's make it 2,000, okay? Let's bump it up. Let's keep it going. At this rate, we'll be at 2,000 in the next 6 months. Anyway.
Anywho.
So this album, A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships, was released November 30th. And it was announced via Maddie's social media. Now, I don't follow him personally on social media. But I guess he like just tweeted like a video with a snippet and was kind of like it was like a coming soon this thing. But they also announced a 4th album at the same time, so that's coming in May.
Right. So they're doing 2 legs of a tour. They're doing the first leg with A Brief Inquiry, and then they're doing a second leg with the second album that they're going to release in May. So
Yeah, which is cool. And Jake is going to the second leg, I guess, in May.
he's going, so he's going to the 1975 concert on 2 days before we graduate.
Yeah.
On like a Wednesday night, 2 days before we graduate.
Yeah.
I was like, live your best life.
Yeah. I
homie.
mean, it's better than going to Harry's. I
Yeah.
guess. So I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
I know my roommates are like, well, if you don't go to Purdue, you don't know what any of this is. So sorry. Sidebar. My roommates are like, we're gonna do the Great Indoorsman, and I'm like, I'll come for like an hour. So what the Great Indoorsman is, for those of you who listen that do not watch the podcast, Harry's is like the bar, like the Purdue bar.
Well, it's historic.
Yeah.
And it's like known as one of the top 10 historic bars in America.
Yeah, it's like it's some special thing. It's just a bar to me, but whatever. You go from open to close and you stay there all day and you drink all day. That's the Great Indoorsman. And I heard that it's like really fun because you're like, oh my god, we're morning drinking, and then it's like hits the mid-afternoon and there's nobody there and you're tired and you're kind of drunk, and then you're like and then it like but yeah, I was like, I'll come for like a little bit, but I probably won't be there for like 15, 16 hours. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I support them. I support my roommates and all that they do. So anyway, that was a sidebar. What's your favorite song, Taylor?
Give Yourself a Try.
Yeah.
I like that song because it has the break, the pause.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning
the punk
of it.
pause.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The pop punk. The PP pause. The triple P.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pop punk. It's like a typical, like, I think of it as a pop punk pause. Like, they're like,
It's like chaos in the beginning, and then it like stops, and then it like comes together, and
yeah.
like is like the song and cohesive.
Something about it. It just like, when I listened to that song for the first time, I was like, oh shit, boy, I love this.
I love this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's really good. I had a really hard time picking a favorite. It probably would be, it's between It's Not Living If It's Not With You or Two Time.
Two Time, I love.
I'm just like, ding, ding,
And
ding, ding,
I told
ding.
you this story the other day, but I'm going to tell it again on the podcast. I was in Target with Evan and then our friend Joey, and we were just dicking around in Target for no reason. And we were...
That's every Target run.
Yeah, honestly. And Two Time came on, and I was like, yes, bitch, this is 1975. This just came out because it was like I think it was on either Friday or Saturday, of it coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this shit just came out, and they were like,
What are you doing?
and I'm like, yes. So
Yeah. When I was talking to our friend Amelia, I was talking to her about this a little bit, and we were talking about how they released a lot of singles. So they released Give Yourself a Try, Two Time, Sincerity is Scary, Love It If We Made It, and It's Not Living If It's Not With You as singles. So that's 5. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yeah. So they released 5 singles.
and there's 16 tracks on the album.
Yeah, and like
No, there's 15.
I'm not complaining that I had those as singles, and it's nice to like have something on the album that you kind of already know. You're like, oh yeah. But I'm like, I wish they kind of would have just left just like one of them as a surprise. But
Right, because they are the best songs on the album.
Right. Because it's like a lot of it's like all the slow stuff and the more like kind of out there stuff, which I love. Like The Man Who Married a Robot, it's just all Siri talking about him falling in love with the internet and like only loving the internet. Ruins Me, Inside Your Mind, beautiful. Like, I Always Want to Die Sometimes, beautiful. Be My Mistake, beautiful. All of those songs are like, they're so good, but it's like I kind of wanted like a little pick-me-up one. But I mean, I guess I kind of got that in I Like America and America Likes Me. That is like if Bon Iver used like electronic like trap beats, I guess is what that would be. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, I wish I would have maybe saved one, but I'm also like, I don't care,
Yeah.
So
Well, I think a big part of it was like they teased this album for a very long time.
and nobody knew when it was gonna come.
No, literally nobody knew. They released I wish it would give actual dates on here.
Yeah. I remember Give Yourself a Try. That one was the first one, I think. That one's been out for a while.
Yeah, it was Give Yourself a Try, then Love It If You Made It, then Two Time, Sincerity is Scary, and then It's Not Living, It's Not With You. But they released the first one over the summer, I think. So, yeah, they teased it for a long time, and they teased it for a long time before even announcing the album. So people were like, we know you're working on an album, but is this for the album, or are you just releasing music for fun?
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
but it was just kind of like, what is this? Where is it? Where is it coming from? What is the album? And then they're like, we're going to have an album. We're like, when? They're like, well, when we give it to you. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Sometime, I guess.
okay, well, give it to me now, please, because I need it. And it's really good. There's not a lot of albums. I guess, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, let me start over. So, this is one of those albums that, like, hit me hard. Like, when I listened to it for the first time, I was like, oh my God, like this is that shit that I like, you know, like
that's the shit I do.
And there's a lot of albums that I like, and a lot of albums that we do on here, it's like I listen to them for the first time, like this is so good, but this one, like, oh my God, like it hit me like on a different level. But I also have been a fan of them for a while. I'm not like a stan or anything like that. I don't know a lot about them as people, but I do really like their music, and I've been listening to them for a while, so yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of opposite. I don't listen to the 1975. Like, I know their songs, and I appreciate their music, and I like I said, I bopped to Two Time. Like, there's certain songs that I really like, but it's not a band that I will be like, I'm really feeling some 1975 today. Like, that's just not what I do. But I greatly appreciate them as artists, and I appreciate the impact that they have on people. Like, a lot of our friends are 1975 stans, and a lot of people on this campus, actually, surprisingly enough, because there's like no music interaction on this campus at all, are 1975 fans, and I think that's really cool for a group to be able to reach that many people, because they have such a specific sound.
They do. They have a very specific sound, and a very, I don't want to say out there, but they're a little out there.
A little bit, yeah.
And it's like, it's surprising. Like, they're a little out there, but it's also successfully mainstream. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
No.
Like, it's not, like, it appeals to a very wide audience, not just to people that, like, listen to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It also appeals to people that, like, there's nothing wrong with this, I'm not judging you, only listen to, like, radio hits.
Yeah.
You know, it also appeals to them because it can function as a radio hit,
Yeah.
and also function as something that, like, wiggles its way into those people that are like, I listen to what I listen to and that's it. You know? So it's like...
Yeah. Like the alt people.
Yeah.
Because I think this definitely falls under, like, alt pop.
Well, this, like, I mean... I know our friend Jake is a big 1975 fan. It's in the, like, Pale Waves category.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's like the crazy, like, woo, eccentric stuff, but, like, people wouldn't be like, oh, what the hell is that? You know? It's like...
Yeah. Speaking of Pale Waves, Ricky Thompson, do you follow him on Instagram? I always
I
send
don't
you
follow
his
him, but you send me I see him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. He went to a Pale Waves concert the other day, and I screen recorded because he posted like 3 Snapchat videos or Instagram videos on his story, and the whole time he was like, yes!
Me?
Yes! Oh my God!
It's like the name of the one kid with the Starbucks cup, and he's like...
Yeah, and I screen recorded it and sent it to Jake. I said, is this you at concerts? He said, who, me? I said, duh.
Yeah. Literally, okay, I hate going back and watching my videos of me at concerts because I don't think that the people can hear me, but you're
God,
like, that's the only thing that people can hear. And then,
yeah,
I know my friend Mary is always like reprimanding me. She's like, Leah, you're a singer. Sing. You sound like garbage. And I'm like,
no.
Listen, when I'm at a concert, I don't care about anything at all. I am just screaming words.
When I was at that Paramore concert with Josie, I was recording a bunch, and I was even holding my phone away from me.
Yeah, you hold it up here, and then you're like, wah, like,
like you can hear me in the background, and I like posted them all, and then I when the concert was over, I went home and listened to it. I was like,
I know.
Oh my
I always listen to it like the
God.
next morning, and I'm just
I
like,
just deleted all of them. I was like, oh no.
oh yeah, no, I leave it.
Also, no one cares.
I leave it, and like I like even post. I think I posted when I went to see Walk to Moon. That was like Walk to Moon. I don't know why I said it like that. That was kind of what happened, and I posted a selfie. I was like, I know you can hear me being disgusting. I don't care. I have fun. You didn't, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. My roommate Megan, her best friend from home, Haley, she came up here to see Cage the Elephant when they were here. And I didn't stand with them. I went with my other friend, Lauren, and but they were showing me the videos of Haley singing. And she hit puberty, like, during one of them. And it was like, it was so funny. And that's all you could hear, was just her being like, no.
I love that.
It was good. Okay,
That's
back
really
to
funny.
this.
Yeah.
So, oh, geez, that's loud.
So they got Best New Music from Pitchfork, got an 8.5, which is really cool. Like I said, they're great. They're a great band. I like them a lot.
Can you hear that? I can hear it in my microphone and my headphones, but I don't know.
I can hear it, but I don't know if they
Ow.
can hear it.
Okay, I'm done.
I mean, anybody that's just listening on audio has no idea what you're doing anyways.
I was rubbing my arms against the chair like a freak. Also, this, I think Starbucks should sponsor us because we get
Starbucks before every podcast.
We have a copy in every episode. Yeah, Pitchfork.
Did I have tea?
You do have tea. Pitchfork opened their opening statement. That sounded like a weird law thing. Anyway,
Opened their opening statement.
opened the article with, they said, the British band's outrageous and eclectic third album attests to the worth of putting in an honest effort in the face of near constant gloom. And I'm like, that's lovely. Yes.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, I think this album is really cool because, like, it's like, as it's titled, A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships, it does have a unique commentary on society's relationship with the internet in 2018, and I think that's really neat. And they touch on a lot of things that I think we're all doing, and we're all aware that we're doing, but we're not really aware that everyone else is aware.
Yeah.
Does that
It's
make
like a
sense?
subconscious
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like, we all know we're addicted to the internet and addicted to our phones, but we're like, well, everyone's addicted to our phones, so, like,
Yeah.
we're not. Or, like, we'll see people that are more addicted to their phones, and we're like, I'm not on my phone that much, you know? But, like, in reality,
Yeah.
if you have a phone, you're probably on it too much.
I need
like,
to set, like, the screen time timer so that I can only spend, like, an hour on Instagram, an hour on
I
Twitter.
literally, like, I noticed it this morning. I was scrolling just fast and not looking at a single thing. And I'm like, this is a complete waste of time.
Same thing with me, but, like, I follow, like, Billboard and Pitchfork, and I follow, like, all of these companies that, like, I want to see their content, but if I don't want to see their content, I don't want to see it, so I'm just scrolling, especially in the mornings, because that's all the tweets at night are companies, and, like, those people that I follow that have sad boy hour at, like, 3 a.m., and, those are the only tweets that are there in the morning, but, like, there's other stuff that I missed at night, so I scroll past all of that to get to the other stuff that I missed the night before. And
Yeah,
it's like,
and then
this
there's
is, like,
Twitter,
a
which
waste
is
of
just a hellscape,
time.
always.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but the memes, it's like, there's like one, it's like 1% memes and the rest is just political garbage that makes me anxious. So it's like,
Yeah. Luckily, I'm at a point where I only follow, like, 2 people that post political things, and one of them is Erin Schrody. She is my idol. She's so cool and so smart, and everything that she posts is well thought out. So I only see things that matter. Like, she doesn't post anything that is meant to distract us from what's actually happening.
yeah,
So I only see what
yeah.
matters. in
I
the
know.
political
I
scope.
need to go through and clean it up, but it's like, it also has like the thing, like, if you, like, somebody likes something else,
Yeah.
then you see that.
I think you can turn that off now.
I need to, because there's some people that I follow that it's like, oh, I know you personally, but we don't agree on some things, and you're liking this, and then I'm like, why? This is hurting my feelings, you know? So it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's garbage. Anyway.
Yeah, so you love this album. I am neutral about it. I don't have any strong feelings about it. I agree that it's good, but I'm not gonna, like, go back to it. I
Right.
don't think.
Well, like, we were talking earlier about how, like, our music taste, like, exists kind of similarly here in the middle, and then you go that way and I go that way. But I think we keep each other, we pull each other to the middle.
Yeah,
I think,
and
which
by
is good.
introducing each other to new stuff too.
We can
helps a
kind of
lot.
like start to go the other way.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
So.
which is good.
Yeah.
It's always good open. You know, I say this every fucking episode. Don't get stuck in a rut. Listen to new music. Find some new stuff.
Listen to your Sam playlist that you always
Yeah,
listen
because that's
to.
what I do, and then I sit and
I
I'm
don't
like,
know what that accent is that I always do.
I
I don't know. I always talk like this. I don't know who I'm trying to talk like, but don't always listen to Sam stuff, guys. Listen to new music. I sound like Nick Kroll.
God, I tried to watch Big Mouth, and I was just like,
Oh, it's so much, but I love it.
it's a lot. It's a lot. Maybe if I don't know.
They did a one-man table read because Nick Kroll does most of the voices.
Yeah.
So they did a one-man table read live. So funny.
Yeah. I just like I want to maybe like get over like initial, I almost said hump, but then I'm like, that's funny and ironic, isn't it? But like get over the like shock, the initial shock of it being like, wow, this is so explicit consistently always.
Yeah.
Because I love Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. Like I love them so much, and I'm like, they're just like geniuses, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm just so passionate about it. But yeah, I just want to like.
Have you met the gym teacher yet?
I literally got about 10 minutes into the first episode.
And you're like, got a
and
blast.
like, it was like Fred Armisen's character started talking about like something, and I was just like, I can't.
Episode 5 is really good because one of the little girls meets her vagina, like in a mirror, and it's voiced by Kristen Wiig.
Oh my god.
So funny. And Maya Rudolph is. Have you met the hormone monster yet?
I've literally only met John's like puberty monster.
Okay. So you've met
I
the
haven't
first
gotten
hormone
far.
monster.
Yeah.
So there's a female hormone monster too, and that's voiced by Maya Rudolph.
God.
And she always says, "Let's take a bubble bath."
See, that's the thing. It's like I want to get into it because it's like star-studded with all the people that I like, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to watch this so bad, but it's like I was also like with my roommates, we were all kind of just like looking at each other like,
Oh, it's not a show to watch
what's
with other
happening?
people.
No, and that's the thing. I'm like, I think we need to just all be in separate places when this
Yeah,
happens, 'cause
and not
I'm
even,
so
like-
uncomfortable.
Like, you and I are very explicit when we talk to each other, and even I wouldn't watch it like in the same room as you.
No.
So
No. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's like I want to watch it because I love the cast. I just love the cast so much.
it's a
But-
genius cast, genius
yeah.
script. It's very funny.
Yeah. Anyway, that was completely irrelevant.
If you
I don't
guys
know
wanna-
how we got there.
If you guys
but-
want to speak explicitly to us, you can do it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Music Monday Cast.
I wanted to puke it out.
For all of our audio listeners, Leah just puked out our handle.
That means you have to
find
go
us
watch on YouTube.
SoundCloud, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcasts, all of the places that you can listen to a podcast. Again, thank you so much for listening to us.
I want to raise my hand really quick and
Yeah.
ask a question. So, to our viewers, do you listen on SoundCloud? Because
We would like to stop putting it on SoundCloud.
you can only put like so much on there at once, and there's only like 4 episodes on there, and they only get like 2 or 3 plays. So if anybody can only listen on SoundCloud and really likes to listen on that platform, let us know, and we'll still do it for you. But if not, we might consider taking it off.
We're giving you until next Monday to let us know.
Tweet us, DM us,
Something.
send us an email.
Text one of us.
Text if you know us. Text us if you don't know us. Don't do that. Don't find us.
Don't find our numbers.
We have a PO box. It's up my butt. No, I'm kidding. That's disgusting.
And we also have our Friday Faves playlist, which has been updated. And then next week, we're doing one of our first special episodes. We're doing short little, well, this first special episode is not short at all. It's like an
not.
hour long. It's our classic rock faves. We go through a bunch of classic rock artists, and we talk about which songs from them are our favorites. And
It's literally me crying over Queen, and then being like, also, I like this song by this person, and this song by this person. We can't forget this band. Oh, this band. We literally just name bands.
yeah, we just
It's
name
great
bands
for an
and
hour.
talk about what songs we like.
But it's
so
great. You'll love it.
you guys will like it.
Because we wanted to talk about, that's what I listen to most of the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need the world to know that I am. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't know what I feel. Who knows?
Have a musical Monday, you guys. We will see you. You'll see us again next week.